Welcome to the Legalpreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Sager, founder and CEO of Legalpreneur Inc. As a serial entrepreneur and someone that works exclusively with small business owners legally protecting their business, I'm dedicated to covering common legal issues faced by business owners, providing you with the business knowledge you need to catapult your business's growth and showing you just how some of the world's most elite entrepreneurs have handled these legal and business issues themselves. In true attorney fashion, the information in this episode is not legal advice. This is for informational purposes only, and you should always consult with your attorney before implementing any of the information in the show. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Legalpreneur Podcast. Today's guest is Jill Stanton, the founder of Screw the 9 to 5, the founder of Millionaire Girls Club. I don't know if you guys saw earlier this year on my Instagram and all the things, how I went to Costa Rica with these badass females. Jill was the creator that put it all together. And so I'm really, really excited for you guys to hear from her because she's just a fucking badass. And I just love being around her. So Jill, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. I remember when you and I were sitting in Scottsdale, you were like one of the first people I ever told about MGC. And I think you were the first like verbal yes that I ever got. And I was like, oh shit, guys, it's a thing.
Yes. I was like, other high-level women, like absolutely, whatever it is, I'm in. Because, it's just completely different conversations that we're having. Like, I love networking with any business owners, but it's just different conversations. And what the community that you put together is just, I think, what a lot of us at that higher level have been looking for, because like we can find business owners of any size, but to have people that are of the same mindset, have the same problems, it's a huge difference having business owners that are just getting started and like their problems versus $1 million plus business owners and the problems that they're facing. So to each their own, but like what you've created is phenomenal. So first, like, great job and thank you for that.
I remember sitting on the boat with you on day one, and it was like me, you, Liz, Tina, and Caitlin, and Bridget, and you guys are all sitting there talking about selling businesses for like 10 million, 100 million, a billion. And I just looked around and I was like, where in the world does this stuff exist for women entrepreneurs? Normally it's like at a dude's event, and then there's the little like sub pocket of women who find each other and connect. But this was just all ours. And I just remember like listening to conversations about how to find a deal lawyer and how to negotiate higher EBITDA and like all this stuff. And I was just like, what is this life we are living?
Yes, like the conversations on that trip were like no other. It was a dream. I can't wait for next year.
Wait for the next one. I literally have a sleep countdown.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's really introduce you. Like, give your story. How did you get to where you are today in business?
Oh man, a lot of day drinking, ugly crying, and throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks.
Amazing. Perfect.
It sounds cheeky, but it's like pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I started my first foray into the online space was 2006, like the days of MySpace. I started a web TV show with a producer.
The OG.
Yeah.
The real OG.
It was. And thank God I shot this when you could erase things off the internet because, dude, it was a show around dating, sex, and relationships for women in their 20s. And I just said all the things. And I am so fucking grateful.
I need one of those shows today.
I'm so grateful that I could delete it permanently. So that was my first start. And then my first actual business that made money